welcome back to Late Night Gunpla with Town Omega. I got distracted for a second starting my music, but we're back now. We are continuing on with the legs build today. I started in on at least the top part of the hip. Well, not the hip, the thigh, and it connects into the hip. Yeah, the leg. So we will continue on that one, see how far we get today. I think I'll get maybe half this page. But yeah, last night finished up the core fighter, and then I kind of showed it off, displayed it with right next to. Oh, so sorry about that for a second. I forgot to connect it to my headphones. You're probably hearing a bit of that. That'll probably get me flagged. Hopefully not. Hopefully it wasn't enough for anyone else to hear. Yeah, it's been what, half a second, a minute. Yeah. Anyway, so probably not that bad. So yeah, continuing on with the legs today, and as I'm saying, I think I might be done with at least half this page. And then next week finish out the leg, and then probably do the other leg. So finishing up right leg today, starting in the left tomorrow. So let's get this ready. Yeah, so got all the runners ready. I don't know, he's kind of getting in the way of being able to get the runners, but we'll see. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to be using views. Yesterday I jumped ahead a bit and I made sure to get all of the kind of joints for the two leg parts done, just because it's pretty much the same left side and right side. So I just kind of got them out of the way, get rid of a runner that would be kind of in the way now. So U41, 50, and 40. So here's 40. 40, 41. And 50. Oy. So a bunch of J's. Let's just get U42 out of this one too right now. So I figured out what all the celebration was about yesterday. Towards the end of the stream, well, not the end, but somewhere towards the end of the stream, I heard the neighbors celebrating, and apparently there was a boxing match. So I didn't quite, I completely forgot about it. So I thought it was about a game, but yeah, a football game had happened earlier, so figured that's what it was. All right, so J. All right, J8. Wow, probably would help if I started recording too. I'm kind of changing to the top view camera. That might do it. Alright, so let's start Jew. Yeah, I mean, it was only the U's that I trimmed out. So let's start actually working on this now. So I mentioned I was gonna try to take it easy, but then as I was going to bed, trying to figure out what the plan was going to be for today anyway, the wife reminded me that Glavia was happening kind of near us. So 3, yeah, and 2. Right. So wound up kind of going to it with the spore and sporling, and so kind of very dehydrated again. 7, there it goes. Well, not very dehydrated, but I do feel it. So definitely I'll be making sure to drink my drinks today. 7. Alright. Right, and the thing is, that boxing match was on Netflix. So it's funny because, you know, I was reminded of it because I stepped outside to talk to the wife and, you know, mentioned that. And since she had been watching Netflix while I streamed, you know, the commercial for it came on still on Netflix, or at least the eye catch, I guess we'll call it. And that's what finally made the link for me. It's like, oh, that's why they were celebrating. And she was saying that it was funny that, you know, they were still very much trying to get her to watch it, you know, on her own profile. Very much like, hey, this is going on today. You want to watch it? You want to watch it? I was like, do you know whose profile this is, right? You spent lots and lots of money being able to tell who's doing what on which profile. What makes you think she's gonna want to watch boxing? And so, you know, but at the same time, I mean, considering how much money they spent to get the rights to be able to stream that fight, I'm sure they wanted to try to recoup as much of it as possible. But still, seems kind of not entirely wasted effort, but doesn't seem like good use of resources, I guess, call it. Yeah, this one's gonna be trimmed. This one's gonna be trimmed as well. These, just cut off the top here so that they can go together with that other one. Right. Apparently it is a lot of funding. And yet a lot of them are going to some streaming or another as well. It's kind of weird. Think about it like that. But yeah, dude, Ciclavia, at least I've got an electric bike, so I mean, it's not as much energy use, but it's still quite a bit of it. This part is a joint, I think. And so not the whole thing, at least one part of it. Little dimpling there. Of course it is. everything. And at least get these done so that they don't cause any sticking or anything. Even though it feels like the tolerances on this thing are very well. I mean, no, that's why I'm doing this, because the tolerances on it are pretty tight. So I don't want it to be the reason why something sticks. Yeah, alright, looks like this one's going this way. Come on. There it goes. Right, so it looks like this way. So obviously this goes in there. This goes up here. Doesn't really matter which direction's up. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, and you are gonna go in here. Get in there. Alright. Come on. Getting this thing. Alright. Of course. Once again. Oh, come on. It's not one, it's the other. Really? Come on. Again, this part will probably be this part will be covered by this part. 30. And 30. Right, 30. That's Q. R 9. 9. Nice. Alright, time's running up, but that's 8. Alright. There we go. Yes, yes. I think that was stop. Yeah. All right. Okay. Stretch time and hydration break. So next stretch, kind of pressing it back as if pushing a pillow against the wall. At least that's what it claimed I was supposed to do. You know, I do the 10 seconds. I think they said 5 and then 10 repetitions, but I'm like, or 5 repetitions of 10. So I do that one. The back stretch as well. Also, kind of for 10 counts. At least I'm cheating a bit by using the second counter on the stream to know how much I'm using. Although it seems like too much to try to keep track of. It's like, wait, what time did I set it? Did I start counting at? But doing it in hydration. Definitely drinking water this time. Like I said, I sweat a lot. What the? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'm showing my age now, aren't I? I mean, shoot, it keeps throwing me off. I mean, already, it's an old person hobby, but we watch Jeopardy and seeing the commercials with Tony Hawk shilling some collagen knee stuff, and it's just like, Tony Hawk, really? But yeah, we're showing our age there. We're getting there. All right, so let's get back to that again. Let's go here. Recording. Let's go over the shoulder again. All right. Come on. I want to try to get the kind of edges to match up, but at the same time, actually, I don't think the edges are gonna match up on this one anyway. This one's a maybe, but I don't think so either. So done with that. All right. again, it's an old person hobby, and they know who they're marketing to because they have Tony Hawk on as a commercial during Jeopardy. So they know we're watching. They know our age range is watching. Specify. We'll do that. Alright. And you. This one. Myself holding it a little too tight again. I don't mind myself, I don't need to be holding it as hard as I am. It feels so weird to think about that, you know? Like, in my head, I'm still somewhere in my 20s. Like, no time has really passed. And it's like, it's not even like the Homer forever, forever, forever thing. It's just kind of okay. Come on. Come on. Get in there. All the way in. Okay. And for sure, you go in here. And R9 on this side. Goes. So yeah, those two. Okay, well those did, and these did as well. Oh well. It's all going to be covered by armor anyway. So you connect. You don't. You are 2 parts. Top part. Let me finish this one. So Q7. Yeah. Q7. 7. Piece, and it uses the spring. Q7, Q5 and 4. Okay, does have screws. Big black. Okay, and then 2 little black ones down here. All right. Q4 and 5. Q4, 5. So it's 4. R8. There we go. And S11. That one, 10 and 11. So 11. Yes, and spring. And get that open already. So I can grab it. And let's trim that first. I'm going to trim that part. What else has been going on? I haven't really been catching up, keeping up with too many series. Well, I mean, I'm keeping up with them, but I haven't watched any, at least this week. No, well, no, I did watch some anime this week, but none of the ones that I have been watching regularly. So, I didn't watch Rudy Hoseki this week. Alright. Support. There it goes. Alright. So yeah, I haven't watched Rudy, I haven't watched Futari Solo Camping. Those have been some of the ones that I had been watching kind of regularly enough that I put them up on my personal Plex. Watching it that way, if that lets you know how I'm watching it. And so I've got that. I was watching that one and really, but again, this week I didn't. This week I watched, what was that series? Where's that? I mean, I can pause it when it comes up, but yeah, there it goes. Suihosha Shokudo e Yokoso. And it's been kind of a fun series. Yeah, going that one. There it goes. Alright. Pause you. Are you paused? Wait, but you're recording. No? Why does it look blurry? Like, do I? Alright. Looks good, I guess. So, but yeah, so I've been watching that one this week. Oh, well, yeah. Dress Up Darling. Caught up on that one. I haven't watched yesterday's. So today's? Yeah. Yeah, today's. I haven't watched it, obviously. So, I'm gonna have to get around to watching that. What the heck are you doing over here? Alright. Stretch time again. Stretching the neck out again. Trying to get that. I really want to see if that's what the big thing is here. Because that kind of numbness of the thumb and really the thumb and the ring finger really is kind of freaky. So hopefully that takes care of that. And I don't have to deal with that too much, but we'll see. I mean, this is where it's recommended. I'm still getting that, so probably not entirely that. But it is some carpal tunnel, so I mean that it is maybe more on the wrist part than on the actual neck. I'm not looking forward to that. But I did schedule the nerve test for some point next month. Old people stuff. Ew, old people business. Yeah. Alright. So let's direction break again. I'll actually finish that by the end of today's stream, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Again, probably need it. Let's change that. Oh, in addition, I started. City Pop, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, let's go. Experiencing interruptions, find out why. Because you don't want me using ad blocks on your channel. Well, doing YouTube's Cindy Angel 10. Oh, wait, what? Is this only one? I thought it was. Oh, well, it's a playlist, so we'll see how that plays out. I mean, I was seeing a reel someone kind of posted that they seem to be doing a whole bunch of kind of mid shows this season that it's just kind of like you watch it and it's like it's enjoyable, but it's not must see, which is kind of saying something, really. Like there's nothing super good. I mean, again, Dress Up Darling, but that's second season, and you can definitely wait till the end of the season for that one. I like to just kind of watch it all at once. Alright. So, probably should have thought about that one, but alright. So, that it would actually attach, but it's not, so enough to kind of at least do this part here. The other one isn't in yet. Specify which side is kind of better for it. There it goes. This one definitely do know I'm squeezing it a lot because definitely want to get this part smoothed out. And I know, again, it takes a screw, small screw, no, big screw. Yeah, big, yeah, small, so big black. Alright, so that's all that. Alright, there it goes. So yeah, really cool piston action here. Look how they do that. Yeah, so this side is bottom one, top. Alright, let's just leave those there for now. Alright, so I need 38. Buckle is falling. 38. There's 4 of this one. RS 38 and U51. That's 38. The one in 253s. My goodness. 51. I'm gonna have two S's, S10 and S9. There we go. Q. How many Qs? Yes. No. What are you? R4. You. You. R4. R5. Q's. Q 33 and 32. Three, 32. Two, Q's. Right, so now just J's. J5. And 11. 10. And 11. Right. And then 14 out of 15. That's 14. And then 15. big. Yeah. 2 small screws. More big. Come on. Right. Right. 2 smalls. All right. With you. Have I been up to beyond that? Yeah, not much to do. Haven't been playing much video games. Been watching, what was it, Dark Winds, something? AMC show on Netflix. Directed by, well, not directed, I think produced by George R. R. Martin. So, watching that. Come on. Right. Goes. All right. All right. Stretch time again. So it was kind of an interesting show. I mean, it was, Native American themed. First season had very much a kind of supernatural kind of tint to it. Second season, not so much, more police procedural type. But yeah, it was interesting enough to keep us watching. We'll see if they do a third season. Now we're kind of stuck on what to watch next, at least together. I don't know what I want to spend my time watching. So that's the always fun part. Where'd that go? That one. Okay. This definitely doesn't have it, and this part down here. Like that. Oh, I'm like, there are. I mean, I know. Second season of Peacemaker just started, so I'm kind of tempted to watch it. although I never watched the first season either. It'll just be more of a, is that something I watch by myself, or is that something I watch with the wife? Kind of weekdays between streams, between building Gundams, still finishing up the 3.0. Like, that's what I spent a lot of time this week building, once we finished that second season. Alright, so how do you go in here? Okay, so you guys go in here. Yeah, there it goes. Down. You're supposed to open there. So these are going to be holding armor pieces. That kind of, I guess, move in and out. Yeah. So I'll probably go back here and then come out enough, I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they'll be landing on that thing. So, alright, good enough. So that's that one. And then these guys. Easy enough. But yeah, I mean, Peacemaker looks like something I would definitely watch. And I know a lot of people on my social media feeds were kind of talking about it. Didn't watch it then. So, but now again, second season, and I did watch the new Superman movie a couple weeks ago in the theater, no less. Had a pretty large break between some clients earlier that week, and so I treated myself to go watch the movie. And it's pretty good, I enjoyed it. And it's technically the same DC verse as Peacemaker. So that's why I think I might watch that next. These parts don't really matter. This one, yeah, I got that one. Alright, so which side? Say this side's out. This one kind of holds it in place to keep it from going too far down. Same with this one. This will do the same thing. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm stuck in right now. Like, what to watch. And I mean, as I tell my clients, don't shoot yourself. I'm catching myself like haven't practiced the guitar in a while. And I think part of it is the song I chose. It's not super difficult. At least the song I chose to start kind of practicing and playing, not super difficult. It's, or at least for points wise in the game, that I'm using, since I've been using what is that? Rocksmith. Yeah, it doesn't. The points for that one, like, I can't quite get it at the right cadence. Like, I guess my fingers aren't moving fast enough between the so let's see. None of you are overlapping, so yeah. Let's just trim you all. So yeah, it's just been a little disheartening that I wasn't getting much more points, even though it's not really about points on that game. But yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a game, it's not points, but at least how you advance in the game, or at least in the song, how it rates your progress on a song. I wasn't really progressing much more, so I felt kind of stuck, and I know that's kind of what the issue is there, as far as kind of going back to it. Each one of these I gotta talk through it to know, to kind of catch myself, see what I'm telling myself, because right now as I'm saying it, it's like, yeah, nothing says I have to keep doing that song in the trainer program. Yeah, we'll call it that. It's not a game, it's a training program. See if I can talk my way around to it. But yeah, that's kind of where I am as far as that. And so, talking myself around to it. It's a training program. It's not. The points don't matter. It's like Whose Line? Points don't matter. And progress is more how I hear it. So just kind of got to get back to it. See if I can convince myself that way. To at least kind of keep practicing the finger movements of that song that I do know, and then just kind of move on to another song, learn more kind of finger placements and movements. I'm trying to keep an eye on my phrasing as well, or pay attention to my phrasing so it's not a phrasing situation. But I mean, really, that's the only way to talk about what you're doing in a guitar: fingering. Where it gets placed and how it moves. Alright, so you go up here. closer. There. That's these two. That goes in here. Right. Come on. So this is gonna attach to something on the knee. Yeah, all right. Stretch out again. Kind of moving around which direction to stretch first. So yeah, looks like that's how that works. Wait, let them come out. Yeah. All right. Hydration break. Okay. So, okay, I may actually get to the end of this page at least. Definitely won't get the kind of armor on it, but at least I'll get the inner frame done, it looks like. So yeah. It's an odd setup. Anyway, all right. So did I forget? Okay, large is on these two. So these two small ones need that. All right. Switching the neck out a bit more. All right. Stretch again. Let's go side view again. All right. So screws. Strip it too much. Don't want to strip it at all, really, but all right, there goes. That's those two. Right, so this one says. Okay, there it goes. In that way. There it goes. Alright. So then now these guys. Wait. Why'd you come out? That'll hold it in place once it's in. All right. And then screw there. Yeah. All right. So yeah, just quick filing of these. Try not to make too much of that squeaky noise. Come on. Why don't you want to go home? It's your home. Come on. Yeah, that's it. Shouldn't make too big a difference which direction it's going in. I imagine so. heck? Should be this way. No, it's not that way. What the heck? How are you not going in? Really? Saying I'm putting it into the wrong side. Okay, well, whatever. Oy. Yes. That's how that goes. Alright. We go in there. And that one. I don't know why. This is how it works, yeah. I don't know why it's saying it's the wrong one though. 15. J. Is that J? Yeah. 15. What is that? I'm really hoping that doesn't actually screw it up. I mean, everything else goes in correctly. Can I put that one in backwards? It's gonna suck if it is, somehow. Yeah. Somehow it is incorrect. Alright. Yes, definitely want to do this. Alright, this top one doesn't have any screws at least. The bottom one does. So let's start unscrewing that too. And we're stripping it again. Sorry, I didn't actually see. It's actually the 3.0. it's the 3.0. I've just been building that one kind of on the side. I finished up the Verka about a month ago, and so moved on to the Perfect Grade. But I wanted to build the 3.0 because the 2.0 or the version Ka just felt so simple. So I decided to, oh, that should be it this way. What the heck? Wait, why aren't you? Alright, you should be coming loose. Come on. Wait. Whole bunch of fun stuff. Alright, so you, why were you not right? Anyway, yeah, come on. Yeah, I mean, as the series shows, it's like I'm calling it the kind of grandpa through the grades. So, should have been this side, but and why are you telling me to? No, it should be this side. Wait, no. This side. Yeah. Yeah, I've been building the grandpa through the grades. So I started with the intergrade. Did both of the real grades. On stream, I did real grade 1.0, and just as I started it, the 2.0 came out, so I built that one on the side the way I've been building the 3.0. After I finished those, this year started in on the Katoki master grade, and it felt too simple, so I decided to then branch out. Well, not branch out, but again, it felt too simple, so I decided to go with the, what is that? Okay, it came out. All right, come on. Which side's which? Maybe because of that. That might have been it. I mean, simple is great, but I mean, it was a version Ka, so part of me feels like it should have been. It shouldn't have felt like a high grade scaled up, and that's what it wound up feeling like to me. A high grade scaled up. I was not necessarily not happy with it, but it was a little disappointed. So again, I went with 3.0, and I probably should have gone with the 2.0 because 3.0 felt almost too difficult then, too much of a puzzle. Yeah, this way. All right. Alright. So now I'm gonna be this way. Really? Still? How? I keep screwing this up. How does this keep getting flipped around? No. Ah. I mean, it's Kentucky does a lot of detail. There it goes. And so that's what it's about, seeing all the detailing that he puts into them. And I mean, the details are cool. Another one that kind of gave me grief was the Podball Verka. I built that one as well. And again, another one that left me kind of a little iffy on it, we'll call it, because there it goes. Seems like that's right. Anyway, so yeah, the Podball was annoying to me because it has a lot of details. It has a lot of decals and stickers and details, but all those details are covered up by the shielding, by the armor pieces. So I mean, definitely works great if you're using the if you're building the clear version that's available at like the Gundam base. Definitely go for it because again, you'll be able to see all those detail stickers under the armor. Otherwise, it felt like wasted effort. And so it was, yeah. Sorry. Someone in the neighborhood decided to go fast. Anyway, okay, so that's the knee. All right. Okay, so holder. Just go there like that. All right. So each side. Q27, Q22, U44, U53. All right, there it goes. So, and I mean on the RX-78. Are you still on? Did I lose you? Oh, well, guess I did. But yeah, so I was saying, yeah. Alright. Let's start you. Get you going. Where are you? Yeah. Alright. So, U53. Oh, okay. Wait, are you? Shoot. Right, let's trim those out right now. At least right now, U59. 53. Right, so. $344. 53. Three, and then Q. Yeah, Q26. Six, 23. Three, 27. 27. 22. 22 here. Two. And U45. Let's have to unscrew this one again. I just get in there? There it goes. What am I missing? How am I missing a step here? Where do you come from? Yes, you come in here, but screws going there. Yes. Okay. How am I? It's weird here. That's right. Okay. But I'm not putting in the wrong one. Come on. Of course. Come on. That's why. Because I need to unscrew that one again. Well, I was probably going to be able to finish up the leg up until maybe 12 minutes ago. I decided that all of this was being difficult. Alright. Okay. So yes, that goes there. Go back in here. Alright, you go in there. You go in there. Alright. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, should be this way. That's the correct one. I don't know why it's showing the part that isn't screwed in, but it's oriented correctly. All right. goes. So now things. We'll just trim these all right now. So we come back. Right, and then alright, stretch time again, and looks like I'll at least finish this page with this next bit. Pushing. Right. So yeah, I think this will be the last little stretch I do, and then yeah, it'll be the end of tonight's stream. And so, like I said, next week, at least hopefully next week, I'll be a little more mindful when I get to that part of the leg. Okay, 5 and 6. Guys, right? Yeah, okay, 5 and 6. 223. Gosh. Yeah. Two and 23. Then C1 and 2. Just see. All right. 1 and 2. All right. One and 2. 2. There goes. All right. Yeah, so it's this way. Right. Alright, so alright. Let's keep this one. You on that side. Right, like that. So there's the knee. Okay, well, got like 10 minutes left here, so all right, take a little break, hydration break, and again, at least finish this page. Like, yeah, 5-10 minutes, so I'll go a little over. Should be fine. Should be. Alright, so yeah, just those last 3 pieces left. And should be done, I believe, for tonight. And I'll just see what's left on the next page, because I think, oh, yeah, it's all the armor that'll be coming on. Starting with this right now. Go like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what this is. All right. Go there like that. Yeah. All right. Good enough. So, a little bit of water. So I didn't actually finish this. I felt like I was drinking a lot, but I guess not. All right. Last little bit. Let's go side. Okay. So, yeah, that's how that works. I feel myself trying to rush through this as well, just because I know I'm pretty much done for tonight. This one doesn't matter all that much because it'll be covered up by that little white piece. This one, again, also won't be seen very well, but more likely to be seen, so yeah, let's make sure. So, alright, so the knee armor joint or armor kind of pop out, the side armor pop out. Alright, and then back armor. This will most likely be for, yeah, for these boosters. And then back armor for this one, for the back. I guess, yeah, I guess the back pops out, looks like. Alright. So, there it goes. Ending for today. And at least got the inner frame of the leg done. And kind of all the gimmicks. It's got the pistons there. These pieces come out. Yes, and then the ankle display. Really? It feels like it should be the other way. But, well, I mean, it claims this is the correct way. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, let's look at what the other side of the page has now. And then, yeah. Now, right leg. This will go in there. Like this. Alright. So then, yeah. Whole nother page. Okay, because it'll be the foot and then the rest of the armor. So upper thigh armor goes on. Yeah, like I said, the back one kind of can rotate and pop out a bit. Then start working on the ankle and the feet, and then the rest of the armor for the lower leg. That one, and that. So that one looks like it rotates out a bit too. Yeah, so that's correct on that one. All right, so that's what we got. Got a leg done. All right. And let's stop you for there. All right, okay, only went over a minute, so not too bad. So that is the plan for today. C, K, L, Q. Do I have L? No, so I need to get L. L piece. All right, the legs, the foot. Organize you. Q. There. S. And U. Q R S U. C T J. All right. So just need to grab L for next week. Anyway, so yeah, yeah, for some reason this side camera does that every once in a while. I'm not sure what's going on, if it's just the USB that I have plugged into, just bad buffering on there. It's a really good camera, so it probably needs 3.0. I thought I plugged it into a 3.0, but I don't know. But I've got two of them. This front one and this one are the same camera, and so for some reason the riser, or yeah, is it the Razor. No, I think it's powerful enough. Again, I think the Razor only recognizes one camera on their own driver kind of, or on their own kind of proprietary system to run them. So it doesn't let you rename them. Like, apparently there's a way to do it in the registry, but I haven't done that to be able to see them as two separate ones. But if you plug them in, it says it's the same one and only shows one of them. But OBS obviously kind of, yeah, does that. I don't know, and sometimes, yeah, it's like when I wave my hand, or like when I move something quickly by it, again, it unfreezes. So I'm not sure what that's up. Anyway, so I got the leg done, or at least the inner frame of the leg done. So yeah, looks like next week I'll be starting on the foot and the armor for all of it, and then probably starting on the other leg as well. We'll see. Yeah, I think only because I had to go back over a couple things a couple times. I got delayed today, but tomorrow should be, or next week should be okay. Anyway, Jeff, thanks for having been on. Satanonaka, thank you for having been on for a second and chatting. Sorry you left. I guess I didn't actually see you comment. So, but thanks for having been on and commented. I will see you guys next week. Have a good one, Jeff. Bye.